This is Weekly Locks with Sam Fisher, Andrew Edscorn, Frankie Klein, and our special guest for the week, Wes Stevenson. Our first game is Kansas State at Iowa State, Tuesday at 9 o'clock. Keontae Johnson, big player, big-time player. Marcus Noel, woo! I got Kansas State big.
I got Kansas State big as well. I mean, they just got a huge win off of Kansas, and I don't even think Iowa State's in the same league, so I'm going to go with Kansas State.
Big 12 is back in the basketball world. A lot of Big 12 teams are good now, but I got Kansas State and Keontae Johnson this one.
So we got three amateurs over here clearly. Iowa State loves playing at home. Defensive-minded team, hard-nosed, forcing those turnovers left and right. I'm thinking Iowa State in this one at home.
This Wednesday, we have Xavier at UConn at 6:30. Xavier coming off a big upset to DePaul, but I think they bounce back after a huge win versus Georgetown this Saturday. I think they beat the Huskies.
I mean, they haven't had a great last couple games, but I really think they're going to want this one. It's going to be a huge upset at home. I think UConn's going to pull this off.
Not an upset at all. I think UConn pulls away with this one. Both teams have lost unranked opponents recently, but I think it's going to be a really good game. UConn just blows Xavier out of the water.
UConn's on a little skid. And, that'll happen sometimes, these January games. But Adama Sanogo leading those UConn Huskies. Dropped a couple games, but we'll get back on track, get back at Xavier, get the win.
What a pick.
This Saturday at 8 p.m., Kansas at Kentucky. Big matchup around here, but for me, it's not really close. I mean, Grady Dick, Jalen Wilson. I can't say it's going to be close at all. If Grady Dick can knock down some shots and turn it around, poor performance versus TCU, but overrated.
I don't know. I think Kansas is just going to pull away with this one. I mean, they lost by like 20 or something to Kansas State, and I don't think Bill Self is too happy. And especially with Calipari on the downfall, all the hate he's getting. I mean, I just think that Kentucky's just not going to get this win. I mean, it's clearly Kansas.
The pick here is obviously Kentucky for many reasons. We got a new starting five. I mean, you can call them Rups Runts, Cows, cool kids. Doesn't really matter. New starting five is the stuff. Kansas just lost to K-State. No bad loss for them there. Calipari is also way better coach than Bill Self will ever be. BBN got a little mad at him earlier this year, but he really flipped it around, taking the kids' phones away before games. So, L's down. Kentucky.
So Kentucky is quite clearly the best team in the country right now. Hottest team in the country. Playing at Rupp Arena. The best arena in the country. Let me just rewind to last year. Kentucky marched down to Kansas, 30-pieced. Am I correct there?
At Kansas.
30-pieced. 30-pieced.
That was last year.
Calipari out-schemes Bill Self. We got a better team, better depth, just better experience that we 30-pieced.
You know nothing.
Rupp Arena is going to be popping. UK's on a win streak, beating Tennessee, Georgia, Texas A&M. The boys are hot, and the boys are buzzing. UK on Saturday.
Right.
Saturday, 6 p.m., got Texas at Tennessee in the Big 12 SEC Challenge. Tennessee coming off a huge win versus LSU. LSU kind of sucks. They did lose to Kentucky, but personally, Texas, that's where Cal's going to go next year after Texas fires their coach this year.
I'm going to go with Tennessee as well. I mean, Tennessee at home, that'll be hard to beat. I mean, and I'm going to go with Tennessee as well because they don't have Texas doesn't have their head coach, and Tennessee's big man, 7'1", can't get past him. Euros, Plavsic.
Edscorn knows literally nothing because he's talking about Plavsic, and Plavsic got absolutely dogged by Schwebue last time we played them. And Schwebue? Shibwe. Few things certain in this world. It's death, taxes, and Tennessee will always lose big time games. This Texas team, they got stuff going for them. They beat Gonzaga earlier in the year. Tennessee coming off the big loss to Kentucky. L's down. Tennessee losing.
If I said everything in my mind about Tennessee right now, there'd be a lot of bleeps in this video. So for your all sake, I'll go ahead and say those words. Tennessee is as fraudulent as they get. What's the worst song in the world? Rocky Top. It's the worst color in the world? That orange. Tennessee will get their rear end kicked on Saturday. I don't care about home court in Knoxville. I don't care about some foreign big
Kentucky
man.
doesn't care
I don't
about that.
care about any of that. Give me Texas taking down the Volunteers this weekend. Sayonara.